Hello everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andme. Thank you for joining me today in my space. I'm talking about homes and how to connect your heart and your home. I live in a small space, as many of you know. I have one room. You're pretty much seeing all of it. And so for me, it's been a journey of keeping the things that really do reflect who I am and what are important to me, and just kind of defining my values, because your home should be a reflection of your values and a reflection, in my opinion, of the things that matter to you. Now, we have had 60 some years to collect stuff, and over the years I have done that too. I have got over the years I've minimized the size of the thing that I collect. So for example, when I travel now, it's always just postcards and fans. I've been in the mode of collecting fans, which has been really fun. But the point here is that your home should be a reflection of your heart and what's important to you. And also, one of our bloggers, Heidi Smith, wrote this article which inspired me to talk about this. She talks about the fact that it should give you a place where you can hear your inner voice. And I think the article that she writes is so good, because she talks about this clutter, this kind of emotional clutter, and this sort of unorganized mess that really blocks you from talking to yourself, from listening to yourself, and from being connected to your real person and to you. Now, she talks about a practice called Vastu. Now, Heidi is an interior designer, so her articles that she writes for 60andme had that lens on them. But she talks about this concept called Vastu, which is a yogic practice. It started in India, and it's an idea. It is an interior design philosophy that is used in Indian homes, and it's got to do with the flow of energy. Now, this may all sound a little bit abstract, but it's really, I think, very, very cool. Basically, what she's saying is, when you start by just doing a look around your house. Go walk. Go from, come in the front door. Watch what's in front of you, where you want to walk. And then just walk around the house. If you've got a small apartment like me, that doesn't take too long. But if you've got a house, just open doors, open cupboards, just have a feeling for it, and just maybe sit down now and again and say, what do I feel in this room? What is the feeling that I'm experiencing? Do I feel good? Is this a place I want to relax, or is it a place I want to get out of? It's too messy, it's too chaotic, or there's just, it's not organized enough to make you feel free. So that's the first principle of Vastu, is to do an assessment, like a kind of walkthrough of your home, and determine what is going to help you, as Heidi talks about, to open up the positive energy, to remove the energetic shambles, she calls it, and actually be able to move through let the energy that's supporting you and making you feel good and positive and life affirming is actually there in your life, in your home. So your heart and home, she says, are in alignment. So once you've gone through your home with this kind of new perspective on where things are and what you are drawn to, what colors are you drawn to? Do you have a curtain in a room that is like, you look at it and you think, oh, I really like that. I'm really glad I found that. It's a color that just resonates with me. It just makes me feel good. And so that's, I think, the secret, is to appreciate the color. When you look at a lamp or at a picture, I've got a photo, a picture, I've shown it many times, of a painting that someone did of me. And every time I look at that painting, I am soothed. It has got my colors. It's got coral color, turquoise, colors that are just aligned, purples aligned to me. And every time I have another picture by a woman called Anne Martin McCool. And again, I look at it and I can see the same colors. I can see the same textures. And so I've managed to find things in my home that are aligned and consistent, with my values. So once you've done this walkthrough, some tips that she talks about, which I think are kind of cool. And does anybody know about Vastu, by the way? Is there anybody listening to this video that has experienced it or used it? A lot of people may be familiar with Feng Shui, which is Chinese. I think it's a Chinese way of looking at interior design. And again, it's got to do with color and shapes and where in the room and in the house you position things, furniture, and so on. And so again, a very similar concept that enables the energy in your home to move through. One thing that Heidi says, just a couple of things about Vastu, is that be careful what you put, the furniture placement, and not to put, for example, big tables or something in the middle of the room. Like if you've got a room that's got, a sofa or something on the outside, don't go and put a table in the middle or even a big rug, because that blocks the energy from flowing through. Just not doing that, putting your furniture, especially bulky furniture, like a big table or big chairs, into that space, because that will, stop the energy, and it will also create clutter and distraction. Now, we all know that one of my big passions for the last, 20 years has been downsizing. And I've come to the conclusion, of course, that it isn't an activity. It isn't a thing you do. It isn't a process. It is a lifestyle. And it is a lifestyle that gives you some boundaries around the number of possessions that you have, the number of, or the colors that you use, the things that you purchase, the way that you allow yourself to fill your space. So downsizing is very aligned, I think, in many ways to Vastu, in that the less bulky stuff you have in your house, the more the energy will flow. Another thing that she talks about is literally coming in your front door and looking straight ahead of you and seeing, where does the energy go? Where does the line go? Is there like a box in front of it, or a shelf, or a bicycle, or something that you put there in that space that just blocks your vision? So immediately, instead of looking through the room and putting some sense of peace around that movement, that you want to enter the room, you feel nourished by it, embraced by it, that you have to stop and stumble over something that you've placed on the floor or something that's in the way, a coat hanger, a coat rack. Is there a way that you can move those things and put them on another wall or put them somewhere else, so that that opening of the door leads you into your space? I think it's a really cool model, actually, to be honest. If you've got any questions for Heidi, I know she reads her comments in these articles, so please leave them and just get some information. Or just check online, of course. Vastu is VASTU. So what can you do? How can you approach this? Trust your intuition to start with. You know in your heart what feels good. I know that one thing, I don't know whether it's a Vastu thing, but one thing that I do is put things on trays. So for example, if I've got on my desk right now, I've got two trays. I've got one tray that's got my papers and notes and scripts for my videos and my work stuff. And on the other side, I've got another, it's actually like a little boxy tray that's got some makeup, some pens, my some backup drives, another fan. I just got this one yesterday, actually. It's so cute. And again, this is the thing. If you actually do this, and I actually bought this little funky container. Isn't this cool? At a flea market yesterday. And it's I just love it. It's that Fimo material. Someone's done a lot of work on this, and I just thought it was really pretty. But again, it's got my colors, the turquoise, the pinks, the coral. But this little fan, and again, it's going in your house and picking up things. And like this was a little fan. A woman apparently had collected it in China. It's very cute, and it's got like a little closure. But when you look at stuff in your house and you think, that totally, my intuition tells me that is a thing I want to have in my home, it's going to bring me joy. When I open it, it's just one fan, it's just one moment, but it's going to bring me joy. So what changes would you like to be making in your home? What do you feel, is there positive energy flowing through your space? Or do you feel like you've got some energetic shambles, I think is what Heidi calls it, or some chaos in your house? What do you want to change? This is such a topic for me. I love this. I'm actually going to go read some more about Vastu because I want to learn. And if you've got some other interior design ideas that have worked for you, please share them with the community here. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. We are approaching 200,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I'd really appreciate it. It's just a milestone that I'm looking forward to reaching. It just shows how much our content is reaching, older women around the world, and how much I value each and every one of you. So if you haven't subscribed, please do that. And also press the notification bell. I do 4 videos here on YouTube every week. I also do shorts here on YouTube, which are 1-minute videos. And I also post on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, of course, and Twitter. We're everywhere because you are everywhere. And that's important to me, that people know that we are trying to reach you anywhere that you are. And if there's any places that I'm not reaching you at, let me know. Okay, everybody, well, have a fabulous day wherever you are. Know that you're loved and respected and that I do care about you all. Leave your comments below about your Vastu or interior design strategies. Is your home a place you want to live? Are you comfortable there? Does it nourish you? Look forward to reading your replies and comments. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye for now.